Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. It's 7th class lecture, and today we starting the remaining part of chapter 14. The name of the chapter is National Unity and Freedom Movement. In this chapter, we will be discussing different male politicians who have played a very important role for the unity of the Muslim world. So today we are discussing about the Dr. Muhammad Allama Iqbal. Most of the students well aware about that man. Allama Iqbal was born in Sialkot on 9th November 1877. He got education from Government College Lahore, and here from Government College Lahore he got the degree of BA and MA. Law from Cambridge University, London, and then PhD from Germany. It means that he was also have done the PhD in philosophy from Germany. And during his stay in Germany, as I told you that he was also a poet, and also you all know about it that he was a poet, he was a teacher, scholar, lawyer, and politician. So during his stay in Germany, where he lived there, only just to give a tribute to Allama Iqbal, they are just going to giving the name to Iqbal Street in Germany. Much of his poetry written in Persian language. Why? Because at that time Persian was the common language of the educated people in subcontinent. So that's why he was also writing in Persian language. And most of the books of Allama Iqbal was also in Persian language. He was also greatest Urdu poet of his age. As you know that Urdu was also commonly spoken in subcontinent. That's why he wrote in both languages. But Persian at that time was spoken by the educated people of subcontinent. His poetry became a way of putting forward his religious and political ideas. As you know that whenever you're just going to listen or read out the poems and also the books of Allama Iqbal, then if we come to know that he is just going to reawaken the Muslims about their status and about their independence. He was also the leading figure to reawaken the Muslims. He also tried to unite Muslims, and from 1910 to onward, the main focus of Allama Iqbal was just to unite the Muslims in single community. And he also said that Muslims should be active in politics. And why? Because as he told that most of the politicians want that Muslims must be active in politics, because if they were active in politics, then they can take care of their rights. He joined Muslim League in 1927. Because as he told you that before this, he just going a very important role in literature and in teaching. So that's why he very lately joined the Muslim League. That the year was 1927. He was also one of the close friend of Quaid-e-Azam. And he was famous in the history of Pakistan, and also we can say that in the history of the Islam was that because of his historical address at Allahabad, which changed the destination and which changed the fate of the Muslims. And that was addressed in 1930. Why it was important? Because in this address at Allahabad, he suggested a separate state for the Muslims. And he said that a liberal Islamic state, liberal means independent, and independent Islamic state should be formed, which should be consist on NWFP, Punjab, Sindh and Balochistan. That's why he was known as the dreamer of Pakistan. He was also called the poet of the East. And another thing, we all know that he is also the national poet of Pakistan, because he played a very important role in the creation of the Pakistan. And we can say that he was one of the men who is just going to dream independent Pakistan or independent state for the Muslims. Another important thing related to his personality, that he was not only writing the poetry and the book only for the young. His poetry was for all at every age. Means he write too many poems for the kids and also for the young generation and also for the elders one. His famous books are Bangidara, Balaji Brai, Payam-e Mashriq and Javednama. Even though too many students have done PhD on the books of Allama Iqbal. And another famous book was Darb-e Kaleem and Shikwa Jawab-e Shikwa. And famous poems, the one of them which we on daily basis sing at schools, in all schools of Pakistan, that is of Labbe Aati Hai Dua Banke Tamanna Meri. And also Parinde Ki Faryad, and means we are having too many beautiful and inspiring poems of the Allama Iqbal. Allama Iqbal died on 21st April 1938 in Lahore. means he dreamed Pakistan, but he was not alive to see that the fullness of that dream. He was buried in the precinct of the Bachai Mosque. And the tomb of Allama Iqbal, which I would like to show to you, that is the tomb. The tomb of Allama Iqbal is a simple but impressive structure located in the Iqbal Park in Lahore. And that Iqbal Park, which is located in Punjab, is one of the largest urban parks. The next and the last personality of this chapter is Chaudhry Rahmat Ali. Chaudhry Rahmat Ali was born on November 1897 in Gujar Muslim family. He got education from Islamic College Lahore, Punjab University and Cambridge University. Means he was also the man who getting education from abroad. Now we're discussing the role of Chaudhry Rahmat Ali in Pakistan movement. As I told you that he was also getting the education from England. So during his stay in England, he also working a lot for the Indian Muslims. And at that time in 1933, he published a pamphlet named Now or Never. And in that pamphlet, he suggested the name of Pakistan. He publishing different booklets till independence, just to reawaken the Muslims and just to fighting for the rights of the which is of independence for the Muslims. In 1946, he also founded a movement that was started in England, and the name of the movement was Pakistan National Movement. And why is very important in the Pakistan history? Because as I told you that he was the man who suggested the name of Pakistan in 1933, and he also started the movement in the country who is the ruling country of India. According to Chaudhry Rahmat Ali, Muslim state comprising means he was in favor of independent Muslim state, and he said that Muslim state should be consist on Punjab, Afghania, means NWFP, not only NWFP, also the part of Afghanistan, Kashmir, Indus, Sindh and Balochistan. And we can say that he was, as I told you, that he was strongly in favor of the independent Muslim state. So it means that the concept which was Chaudhry Rahmat Ali have, that was a very big Muslim state. He was awarded in 1940 when Muslim League adopted his suggested name, and that was of Pakistan. Here, if we just going to check that in Pakistan, here P Punjab, A Afghania, K Kashmir, I Indus, S Sindh and Tan Balochistan. After independence, even he was annoyed from Qaid, and the reason of annoying with the Qaid was that because, as you just see, that he was giving a very vast idea of the big Islamic state, and the Islamic state which we got, that was smaller as compared to the idea which was given by Chaudhry Rahmat Ali. So that's why he was annoyed from Qaid. But at that time, he after the independence in 1948, he returned to Pakistan, but due to some reasons he expelled by the Prime Minister Liaquat Ali Khan. And why? Because, as I told you, that he continuously condemned or criticized the personality of Qaid, and we all know that why Qaid agreed with the getting that Pakistan. And he died on February 1951, and he is also buried there in England. That is all about today's lecture. Thank you.